I trust that you are doing well. I just want to take a quick time here just to give you an update, of the current situation of the Bitcoin market. Now, please understand that we are basically entering the uncharted territory. We have never seen Bitcoin behaving in this manner, okay, in the whole history of Bitcoin since 2008 when Bitcoin was incepted, right? Now, this is because, as I always mention to you, right, that the ETF actually changes completely the behavior of the market. But if you look at the current situation, it seems like Bitcoin price is going higher and higher. All right, it is making higher highs, and keep pushing up, right? Now, the reason being is very simple. This is because of the ETF inflows that is currently taking place, which I'm going to show to you very, very shortly. But before that, okay, I just want to highlight to you what happened yesterday. So if you look at this candle, right, this is a very, very significant candle here. All right, can you see that? This is a massive candle because there were some kind of manipulation, I believe, that was going on here. Now, what happened is that you see Bitcoin hit close to around 64,000. All right, so I was thinking that Bitcoin may actually go all the way to 69 or 70,000 to hit the all-time high, but unfortunately there was a massive reversal took place that bring the price down to around 59,000, 570 or something. Can you see? Just imagine, all right? From 64,000, there were massive dump, all right, took place. And the reason is very simple. At this period, right, when Bitcoin price were actually going up, what happened was that there were actually an outage in certain exchanges like Coinbase, Robinhood, all right? So I think the system were down, and suddenly, right, everything just blackout, okay? And this is one of the reasons why we saw this massive price actually come down. And I think there will be massive liquidation took place, especially those who bought up, right? Those who bought up, they might have got liquidated during this period, all right? So this is one of the reasons why we saw that massive reversal all the way, and then we saw the system were actually back, all right? When the system is back, then the buying or the exchange operation started operation as per normal, okay? So I just want to give you an idea here what actually is going on. Now, the other thing also that you need to really watch here is that if we go on the daily candle, all right, daily candle, something is really not gelling in here, okay? I just want to highlight to you, although yes, the price action is going up, the volume is up, but if you look into the money flow is showing basically a bearish divergence. Now, this is not really gelling up with what is really going on. So that simply means, right, although the price action is going up, the volume seems like is actually, but there is not much money flow actually coming in. So there's something that is really not right here. Most probably it is only concentrated on the institution rather than the retail players. So we are not really seeing the money flow, and we are seeing a negative or a bearish divergence here, and this is very, very dangerous, okay? This is very, very dangerous. Bitcoin can actually top up, and we could actually see a massive dump taking place. But the problem is that we don't know, all right? We don't know because these are uncharted territories, okay? So no one can really predict and tell you where Bitcoin is going to go. Once we hit the 69,000, thereafter is an uncharted territory altogether, right? So I hope this is clear, just to help you to understand what is happening with the market. Now, let's quickly understand why the Bitcoin price is moving up, okay? Now, if you look at yesterday, right, 28th of February, now look at what happened. There is a 673 million inflow, okay, of the ETF here, okay? And definitely this is led by BlackRock and followed by Fidelity, all right, and so on, okay? So you can see, all right? You can see, and also we have the ARK Invest. Can you see that? These are basically the top three that is moving the price up. So they basically have to go and purchase as much Bitcoin that is available in the exchanges, and the more they purchase, the more they have to actually place a custody, right? Custody of the real Bitcoin because of the demand from the institution. So we are probably seeing demand from the banks. Banks are probably starting to actually stock up Bitcoin. They are buying ETF. Okay, there are many other institutions probably buying ETF because they don't want to miss out. Okay, so basically what we are seeing is a FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. The institutions wants to come in and begin to take control, or they want to have a share of the piece of this cake, right? So this is what is happening. So we are not really seeing the retails most probably, all right, coming into the picture, but we are seeing a lot of these ETF, the institutions coming on board. So now, so it is important, okay, as if you are part of JDX board and you are always attending the AMA session, or you are watching the recorded AMA session video, I do update you about the Bitcoin ETF flow. So make sure, right, at least get to the website and follow up what is happening with the ETF flow. Now, the only way, okay, the only way I see here that Bitcoin can actually top up and start to stall, and the price may move sideways, and the price can even actually drastically come down. Number one is that GBTC, right? If GBTC start to sell, or I start to sell more, right? Start to sell more of their holdings, which is grayscale, then we're going to see Bitcoin price comes down. Number two, all right, please understand there may not be enough supply available in the market. So please understand, Bitcoin is a scarcity. There is only 21 million available, and at this moment before the halving, basically we have about 6.25 Bitcoin every single minute, every 10 minutes. That means that there are only 900 Bitcoin available in a day. All right, so now imagine, right, when the halving takes place, that will be half. So that means that in a day, instead of 900 from April onwards, there will only be 450 Bitcoin available in a day. So this is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, I want you to understand this is all has to do with the supply and demand. So when the availability of the Bitcoin in the market reduces, and there is not enough Bitcoin for this ETF, providers to actually purchase, what is going to happen to Bitcoin price? Bitcoin price is going to stall. All right, and this is where, okay, when the price begin to stall, what happens is that a lot of these clients may want to actually cash out their profitability, and those who are holding this Bitcoin have to sell those Bitcoin in order to pay back to this client. Now we're going to see a massive drop in the price of Bitcoin when this happens. So now the good thing about Bitcoin is that because it is an halving, because it is a scarcity, it is decentralized, the centralized body, the government, or even the elites, right, all these maximalists and all these EPF providers, they are not able to control the supply of Bitcoin. So that is the beauty of Bitcoin. Now if they are able to control the supply of Bitcoin, this is going to create chaos, okay, in this whole aspects of the Bitcoin protocol and algorithm itself, right? So this is one thing that is going to safeguard Bitcoin itself, right? But what is going to happen now is that we're going to see once Bitcoin supply is no longer available and starting to deplete, now we're going to start to see a reversal taking place. Okay, so this could be some of the major forecast or major outlook that I can see what is going to happen. So we don't know until when they're going to stop buying, right? Because as long there is a demand, okay, as long there is a demand, they're going to continuously to supply. In order to supply, they have to go and buy from Coinbase, right? Example, they have to go and buy from Coinbase. Sometimes they even have to go and look for miners who are mining and holding this Bitcoin most probably and buy, or sometimes they even have to create some kind of FUD in the market so that the retails who are holding this Bitcoin will sell. So this is what we are going to see taking place as we go on, right? So please, this is an uncharted territory. So it is really important, okay, if you are part of JDX bot, although, right, please understand, without the liquidation level control, all right, we have the liquidation level control in place, all right, which is the LLC, right? LLC, and please understand the LLC is currently has been shifted back, all right, to 35,000 points. Now, please understand, okay, JDX bot, although JDX bot is not responsible, okay, for any kind of liquidation and so on, but we do, okay, we are still a responsible strategy provider because we actually provide you with the LLC. Now, although LLC is optional, okay, we can only recommend and tell you to basically exercise the LLC if it is possible. If you have additional capital that you can actually deposit, and push the price, okay, of your liquidation away by 35,000 points or more. Okay, the further you push away from your entry price, the better it is. But also please understand, okay, there is no guarantee that you cannot get liquidated even if you push 35,000 points away, because as I mentioned to you, right, this is an uncharted territory. We don't know how far the price of Bitcoin can go. All right. So in my opinion, I think we might retest that 70,000, right? That 70,000 all-time high, and probably this is where we could actually top out, and we could actually see the market actually, you know, starting to correct and comes down. But we do not know when it comes down whether it will return back to the level of the entry price. So that is the reason why you have to make sure that LLC is executed so that you can enable the martingale strategy or the dollar cost averaging, so that your entry price then can come closer, you know, to the current price, and that can actually help to close your position much faster, right? Now, those of you who don't have the option to add your capital, you know, we can't do much about it, okay? We can't do much about it, but as a responsible strategy provider, I think this is the best solution or provision that we have actually for you, right? So please understand, all right? Please understand, make sure you understand the risk warning, all right? Make sure you understand, but please also be aware that if we don't have the LLC, by now a lot of the bots would have already got liquidated. So the reason why we are still, okay, we are still holding on, all right, we are still fighting this war, and we are still holding on, okay, because of the LLC, all right? So I hope that our global partners will be grateful for this strategy that has been put in place. And also you can see that we do have the opposite position, example like USDC. Like today we already have 3 position, about 3 over plus, okay, 3 over plus ROE being delivered for that USDC alone. So imagine, right, when we activate the dual position, okay, for all the 3 strategies, we're going to see the hedging, the hedging provision, and this is definitely going to help to our team to actually achieve greater profitability. All right, so we don't know, okay, please understand, it's an uncharted territory that we are entering in. This is completely a new level playing game altogether. And also I want you to understand that we are in the complete behavior of the market, environment of the market, because it is now no longer controlled by the retails. It is now controlled and manipulated by the institutionalized players, especially the ETF. All right, so this is something that I want you to understand, so that at least, right, at least you know the reason behind why the price is going up, and these are something beyond our control, okay? But to be able to sustain 30,000, 35,000 without getting liquidated, all right, I think that is brilliant. Congratulations. But please understand, there is no guarantee that market price cannot go wild and start to hit, you know, those liquidations. So do your best, okay? Do your best to protect the trade. And I'm actually really hoping that we will be able to hold on, okay? And then I'm expecting for market to reverse crazily, and then every one of us will be able to see the our positions are closed, especially those floating positions. Okay, now we are also going to change and tighten our algorithm parameters, okay, in order when we start to introduce the dual positions, okay, because we also want to reduce the floating time. So all these improvements are really significant, and that is the reason why it's good to see what is happening in the market, because during the soft launch we are able to continuously improve the bot algorithm, and this is going to make the bot more and more resilient. All right, so I trust that you are clear with what is really happening with the market. I'm trying to give you an understanding, you know, of what is really going on in the market, what to look for, and how you can protect your trade. All right, so I don't want anyone to come to us and start to blame each others and so on, because the risk warning is already there. Right, we have already given you the risk warning, but even though there is a risk warning, we still are providing you with a liquidation level control provision, all right, so that you can take the necessary step to protect your trade. All right, so I trust that, I trust that we will have a fantastic journey ahead, and I really appreciate this ongoing partnership that we have, and I really want to see that each and every one of you are remarkably blessed through JDX bot. All right, so God bless you all. We will catch up again in the next update very soon. God bless you all. Take care and have a fantastic day.